Marion Maréchal-Le Pen. Marion Jean-Caroline Maréchal-Le Pen is a French politician, part of the Le Pen political family, granddaughter of National Front founder Jeanne Maréchal-Le Pen, and niece of FN leader Marine Le Pen. Maréchal-Le Pen is a member of the National Front, and has been the MP for Vaucluse's 3rd of constituency since 2012. Aged 22 years at the time of her election, she became France's youngest MP in modern political history. On 9 May 2017, she announced that she would be taking a break from politics, and would not seek to renew her mandate as either a deputy or as a regional councillor of Provence-Alpes-Côte. Family background. She was born on 10 December 1989 in Saint-Germain-en-Laye, Yvelines, Île-de-France. Her grandfather, Jean-Marie Le Pen, founded the Front National Party on 5 October 1972. Her aunt Marine Le Pen has been FN president since 16 January 2011, with Jean-Marie Le Pen first becoming honorary chairman and later excluded in August 2015. Her mother Jeanne Le Pen, Jean-Marie Le Pen's second daughter, does not carry out any official duties within the FN. Her father Samuel Maréchal had been the leader of the Front National Youth Movement for 7 years. She featured with her grandfather in a campaign poster at the age of 2. In a book entitled The Conquerors launched on 18 November 2013. The French journalist Christine Claire revealed that Samuel Maréchal is not her biological father. On 7 November 2013, the French weekly news magazine L'Express disclosed the identity of her biological father, Roger Ork, a Mossad agent and investigative journalist who died in September 2014. On 8 November, Marion Maréchal-Le Pen officially announced that she had asked her lawyer to sue L'Express for a serious invasion of her privacy. Maréchal-Le Pen married businessman Mathieu Decos on 29 July 2014 at the St. Cloud Town Hall. Their daughter was born that September. They divorced in 2016. Academic studies. Until 2012, she was enrolled in Panthéon-Assas University's Masters of Public Business Law. On 14 November 2012, she wrote in an official statement that she had decided to put aside her studies in order to dedicate herself to her office. Political career. About her early interest in politics, she explained, "Contrary to what everyone thinks, in my family we didn't talk about politics at home and we were free to make our own choices. I became interested in politics around 15 or 16 and in various approaches, not necessarily FN. As a teenager, she once went to a meeting addressed by Nicolas Sarkozy, out of curiosity, because he intrigued her. She added, I very quickly came down to earth. At the age of 18, she became a member of the FN. Early career. In the 2008 municipal elections, she was a candidate in 7th position on the FN list in St. Cloud, Hauts-de-Seine. She was not elected since the FN list only got 6.29%, with one municipal councillor elected from the first round. In the 2010 regional elections, she figured in 2nd position on the FN departmental list in the Yvelines, Île-de-France. Marie-Christine Arnaud's FN list, which polled 9.29% in the whole of Île-de-France in the first round, could not take part in the runoff given that a list must cross a threshold of 10% of the valid votes at a regional level. Because of the process of elimination, she was not elected in the Île-de-France Regional Council. Youngest MP in modern history. Highlighted in green, her parliamentary candidacy in Vaucluse's 3rd constituency was publicly confirmed on 25 April 2012, in between the first round and runoff of the presidential election. After her candidacy was made official by the FN nomination committee, she then campaigned in this constituency, which includes the southern part of Carpentras, in the first round of the presidential elections. Marine Le Pen had achieved her highest national performance in Vaucluse, and most notably in this constituency, where she outdistanced the incumbent President Nicolas Sarkozy. In the runoff on 17 June 2012, she defeated the incumbent MP Jean-Michel Ferrand, who had continuously sat in the National Assembly for 26 years. At the age of 22, she became the youngest citizen to enter the French Parliament in modern political history. She is the only member of the National Front since 1997 to serve in the National Assembly, a member of the FN from 1972 to 2005 and an MP for Vaucluse under the 8th legislature. Jacques Bompard was also elected as an MP for Vaucluse's 4th constituency. Gilbert Collard, a member of the Rassemblement Bleu Marine, a political association who supports Marine Le Pen, was also elected as an MP. Local politics, Sorgues. During a press conference held on 30 October 2013, she officially announced her appearance as a fellow candidate on a municipal list at Sorgues, a town of 18,000 inhabitants located to the north of Avignon in the western part of her constituency. She decided to figure in 10th position on this local list led by Gérard Guéron, then an independent councillor belonging to the municipal majority and a former deputy mayor of Sorgues, in the first round of the 2012 presidential elections. Marine Le Pen had polled 36.02% at Sorgues, whereas Marion Maréchal-Le Pen got there 37.65% in the first round, and 44.36% in the runoff of the following legislative elections. In the first round on 23 March 2014, the FN list led by Gérard Guéron, which was defeated by the one of the incumbent Mayor Thierry Leno, came second with 33.80%, with the election of 5 municipal councillors and 2 community councillors. Consequently, she was not elected as a municipal councillor at Sorgues. Regional candidacy in Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur. In April 2015, Marion Maréchal-Le Pen was chosen by her party to be the leading FN candidate in the southeastern region of Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur in that year's regional elections, after her grandfather was expelled for his remarks on the Holocaust. She did not support his expulsion. The elections came a month after an Islamist terror attack which killed 130 people in Paris. Maréchal-Le Pen reacted on television by declaring that, "Today, we can see that immigration has become favorable terrain for the development of Islamism." In the first round of voting, she won 40.55% of the vote, becoming one of 6 FN candidates to lead a region. Socialist candidate Christophe Castaner then withdrew. To avoid splitting the vote for the Republicans' mayor of Nice, Christian Estrosi. In the second round of voting, no FN candidate won a region, with Maréchal-Le Pen losing to Estrosi by 54.78% to 45.22%. She received the best result for a National Front candidate, Marine Le Pen, in comparison, obtaining 42% in the Nord-Pas-de-Calais-Picardy region. Social positions. She asserts that her party has supported the defense of the family for a very long time, along with Gilbert Collard and other FN senior executives. She took part in the mass demonstrations against same-sex marriage organized in Paris by La Manif Porthouse movement in the first half of the year 2013. Maréchal-Le Pen believes that Muslims can only be French if they follow the Christian culture, saying that, in our country, we don't wear jalaba clothing, we don't wear a veil, and we don't impose cathedral-sized mosques. She is opposed to the reinstatement of capital punishment. In a private capacity, I am against the reinstatement of capital punishment, since this would impose an extremely difficult choice on judges. And whatever happens, the horrifying possibility of a miscarriage of justice is ever present. No matter how minimally, I prefer the alternative of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. Academics Asile we described Maréchal-Le Pen as a paradoxical character who dresses and speaks in a modern way while promoting social conservatism. Conservative American former vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin praised Maréchal-Le Pen for her societal beliefs, and compared her to Joan of Arc. Latest counselor to the president and former executive chair of Breitbart News Steve Bannon also praised her, referring to her as the new rising star. Afterwards, Maréchal-Le Pen said on Twitter that she was willing to work with him. Foreign policy and EU issues. She is a member of the Parliamentary Friendship Groups France-Russia and France-Ivory Coast. On 10 December 2012, she took part in an international parliamentary forum organized at Moscow by the State Duma. On the 22nd of January 2013, she was present in the Reichstag at the commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Élysée Treaty by French President Charles de Gaulle and German Chancellor Konrad Adenauer. In a written statement, she said that the treaty was originally based on the cooperation and partnership between two sovereign states, and denounced the forced march towards a German federal Europe. On 29 September 2013, she attended a political event organized by the Vlaams Belang in Boom, near Antwerp. On this occasion, she explained, "It is important that a front of patriotic and Euro-critical parties form in sight of European elections, which is the case, and get some good results in order to lead resistance to Euro and globalism." Parliamentary career. Along with Gilbert Collard, she introduced on 7 December 2012 a constitutional private members' bill concerning the appointment of the members of the Constitutional Council of France. For the beginning of the 14th legislature, she co-signed 4 private members' bills, including one constitutional forbidding marriage between same-sex persons and one organic which aims at enforcing the Article 68 of the Constitution of France, establishing a process of impeachment for the President of the Republic. According to the rules of the National Assembly, an unregistered MP can question the government orally every 8 sessions. She asked 3 oral questions for the beginning of the legislature, in 2013, to Manuel Valls, Minister of the Interior, about the policy regarding Romani people, and to Marisol Touraine, Minister of Health and Social Affairs, about the fight against welfare fraud. In 2014, to Nicole Brick, Minister for Foreign Trade, about the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership. In a written parliamentary question addressed in May 2013 to Valérie Fournier-Ron, Minister of Sports, Youth Affairs, Popular Education and Community Life, she drew her attention to the poor treatment rugby league receives in France from the government and the media, regretting the banning of this sport during the Vichy regime. In April 2015, because of his intense anti-FN campaign in the departmental elections, Maréchal-Le Pen criticized the cretinous contempt of Socialist Prime Minister Manuel Valls in Parliament. Valls responded with a trembling hand and in apparent fury, after it had become a viral video. She explained it was a reference to Michel Onfray, who has also called Valls a cretin. when the Prime Minister has accused him of losing his landmarks. Political mandate. MP for Vaucluse's 3rd constituency, the 20th of June 2012, present member of the Standing Committee for Cultural Affairs and Education, the 28th of June 2012 to 30 September 2013, member of the Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs, the 1st of October 2013, present member of the Study Group's Heritage Policies on Rurality, Shale Gas, member of the Friendship Groups France-Russia and France-Ivory Coast, one of the 6 youngest MPs of the new Assembly. She served on the 26th of June 2012 as a secretary during the opening of the 14th legislature, presided over by the most senior MP François Sellier. She has been a non-attached MP since the 20th of June 2012. Her bench is located between the ones of Gilbert Collard and Jacques Bompard. The National Assembly has included 8 unregistered MPs since the 30th of August 2013. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.